Hey team, welcome to ACE Academy. I'm Harini and today we'll be looking at the current affairs of February 13, 2021. So without much delay, let's get into the video. So the first question is, the World Sustainable Development Summit 2021 is which edition of the flagship event organized by the Energy and Resource Institute? So the answer is option A 20, and the head of the Energy and Resource Institute is Ajay Mathur. Then moving on to the next question. So the second question is, which country has launched its spacecraft to Mars named Hope? So the answer is option C, UAE, and UAE stands for United Arab Emirates and the capital of UAE is Abu Dhabi. And the Prime Minister of UAE is Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. So the Prime Minister is Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. Then moving on to the next question. So the third question is, India rating has projected India's GDP growth at which percentage in financial year 2022? So the answer is option D, 10.4%, and the Chief Operating Officer of India Rating and Research is Rajesh Pati. Rajesh Pati. Then moving on to the next question. So the fourth question is, what is the theme of the World Sustainable Development Summit 2021? So the answer is option D, redefining our common future, safe and secure environment for all. Then moving on to the next question. So the fifth question is, who has been appointed as the Chief Financial Officer of Indigo? So the answer is option C, Jitin Chopra. So the answer is option C, Jitin Chopra, and Indigo is India's largest airline. Then moving on to the next question. So the sixth question is, who among the following was one of the founder of the Jamia Millia Islamia in New Delhi? So the answer is option A, Hakim Ajmal Khan. So the answer is option A, Hakim Ajmal Khan. Then moving on to the next question. As per the revised estimate of SBI Research, what is the projected growth rate of Indian economy for fiscal 2020 to 2021? So the answer is option B, minus 7%, and the chairman of SBI is Dinesh Kumar Khara. Then moving on to the next question. So the eighth question is, the RBI has announced that it will purchase 4 government securities of how much amount? So the answer is option A, rupees 20,000 crores. Then moving on to the next question. So the ninth question is, the International Epilepsy Day is marked on which day globally? So the answer is option B, second Monday of February. Then moving on to the next question. So the 10th question is, what is the theme of the International Day of Women and Girls in Science 2021? So the answer is option D. So the answer is option D. Women scientists at the forefront of the fight against COVID-19. So the answer is option D. Women scientists at the forefront of the fight against COVID-19. Then moving on to the next question. So the 11th question is, who has been conferred with the COVID Crusader Award? So the answer is option B, Iqbal Singh Chahal. So the answer is Iqbal Singh Chahal. Then moving on to the next question. So the 12th question is, PhonePe has partnered with which of the following bank on UPI multi-bank model? So the answer is option D, Axis Bank, and the CEO of Axis Bank is Amitabh Chaudhary. So the CEO of Axis Bank is Amitabh Chaudhary. And the CEO of PhonePe is Samir Nigam. Then moving on to the next question. So the 13th question is, the World Unani Day is observed every year on which day? So the answer is option D, February 11. So the objective of celebrating World Unani Day is to spread awareness about the healthcare delivery through the Unani system of medicine. So then moving on to the next question. So the 14th question is, which state government has resolved the MOVE Center for Implementation of Swaminathan Committee recommendation? So the answer is option B, Odisha, and the capital of Odisha is Bhubaneswar. And the Chief Minister of Odisha is Navin Patnaik. And the recommendation of Swaminathan Committee is that giving minimum support price of 1.5 times the cost to the farmers. So the recommendation is that giving minimum support price of 1.5 times the cost to the farmers. So then moving on to the next question. So the 15th question is, the International Day of Women and Girls in Science is celebrated on which date? So the answer is option C, 11th of February. Then moving on to the next question. So the 16th question is, India has facilitated the transit of fertilizer export from which country to Nepal? So the answer is option C, Bangladesh, and the capital of Bangladesh is Dhaka. And the Prime Minister is Sheikh Hasina. And the capital of Nepal is Kathmandu. So then moving on to the next question. So the 17th question is, which company has appointed Sushant Das as its new CEO in India? So the answer is option B, Tata Starbucks, and it is effective from May 1. So he will be appointed as the CEO of Tata Starbucks from May 1. So the current CEO is Avani So the current CEO is Avani. Then moving on to the next question. So the 18th question is, Kempe Gowda International Airport won the ACI World's Voice of the Customer Award for the committed service provided during the pandemic. Where is it located? So the answer is option C, Bangalore. And the CEO of Bangalore International Airport Limited on to the next question. So the 19th question is, which ministry has signed a contract with BEL to procure a shipborne modern radio system? So the answer is option B, Defence Ministry, and the Defence Minister is Rajnath Singh. And BEL stands for Bharat Electronics Limited, and the CEO of Bharat Electronics Limited is M.V. Gautama. Then moving on to the next question. So the last question is, who has won the prestigious Wildlife Photographer of the Year People's Choice Award for 2021? So the answer is option A, Robert Ivan. So the answer is option A, Robert Ivan. So that's it, we are done for the day, and thank you for watching our video. And if you think that we are doing good, please let us know in the comment section below, because it means a lot to us. And meet you in my next video. Till then, bye. It's me, Harini, signing off.